So I've been getting dreams still lately. And I'm telling you, I feel very confident. This is definitely my spirit guides giving me stuff. And I asked a couple days ago, is there any more future things that you can show me that's like on the horizon in a dream? Again, if you can let me get it and then wake up and right afterwards I'll remember it better. Okay? Boom, have a dream that I'm in a hotel with my wife. We're just, for whatever reason, we're at some hotel. And she's going down the hallway of the room to like the bathroom or the bedroom or something. And right as she walks by, just barely out of view, this drawer opens up. And I go, whoa, Evelyn, did you just do that? No, you couldn't have. Oh my God, come back here. Look at this. The drawer just freaking opened by itself. I'm like, oh my God. And this is in my dream. I'm like, oh my God, I think it's my spirit guides. Like, they're telling me they're gonna be able to like do stuff right in front of my face, like in real life. Oh, can you do it again? Can you do that again? And then it goes, does it again. I was like, oh my God, it did it. What else can we ask for? I wonder what else they can move. You know, I'm looking around the room and then something else goes, moves over. I'm like, oh my God, they did it again. Oh my God, this is so cool. So I'm like, oh, what about that thing? Oh, that thing on the table. On the table is like a little wicker basket thing. It's not real deep, but it's kind of like boat, you know, like it kind of curves upwards just slightly. And it's only about this thin. It can kind of hold condiments and that sort of thing. It goes flying off the table, lands on the ground in front of us. The contents, whatever was in there, did not move. Just totally stayed still. And I'm looking at the contents now on the ground. You know, the whole thing's on the ground and the contents are in it. And it is a big Trump, capital letters, Trump. Like, you know, this big letters, you know, and it's and they're like sparkly blue, maybe some red. It was mostly blue, sparkly, celebration, like almost like, you know, he won the election or you know, for the first time or whatever, or just some kind of major celebratory thing. And then on the left side of the T for Trump and on the right side of the P, so the front and back of the letters, you know, left and right of the letters, was this golden, both sides golden, like, I want to call it a golden sparkler, but it wasn't like the kind you light and you know, got to be careful it doesn't burn you. It was all plasticky, you know, like just something you could go buy at a little party store or whatever. You could shake it in your hands, give it to your kids, you know, not going to hurt anybody because it's not a firework. Just some kind of party favor thing. But I instantly got, as the thought was coming in, oh, I know what this means. I know what they're showing me. I'm now waking up out of the dream. So I'm also taking that feeling of, I know what this means, right out of the dream, and now I'm awake. Oh my God, he wins. Not the election. Not for the election. Oh my God, he defeated them. He's going to defeat them. It's done. It's over. The deep state. He's got them. He wins. We win, guys. It's over. We've already won, as a matter of fact. And they're showing me now it's done. That was the feeling of the celebration. Not, oh, he won the election again. No. But then I had a secondary thought of, well, yeah, he'll win the election. But when I kind of weigh the two feelings, if you will, the election was way down here. Like, yeah, of course, you know, we're not showing you that. You already know that. He defeats the deep state. He takes these bastards down. They're going down. They're yelling timber. Remember the JFK kids? You better run. You better hide, or whatever. So that was interesting. Very interesting for me. And I just keep thinking, man, I will have the ultimate story to tell, and it's all documented as long as YouTube doesn't destroy my account in its entirety. Because I have YouTube videos talking about this. Of course, I have it on Patreon. I have backup of me saying some of these things. You know, I've already told you about Dubai 2.7. I got the dream. They gave me a big number coming, which to me means it's got to be coming soon. Because in that same dream, I watched that thing go so high, the candle, and then it kind of stair-stepped a bit and went high, and I'm like, I can't even see the top. Zoom out. Still can't see the top. Second time, zoom out. Oh my God, I still can't see. Third time. Oh, there's the top. Oh my God, it went that high? Yeah, and you don't have any. Sick to my stomach feeling, oh my God, I missed that out on that massive move. I'm sick to my stomach. I wake up instantly sick to my stomach. I brought that feeling with me. And you know what? At that moment, I was out of the market completely, waiting for a big pullback. Or not a big one, but a pullback of a target I was trying to fill. And I looked and said, oh, it got close. It got close, really close to my fill spot. Oh, it didn't happen, though. But the feeling of sickness and panic in my dream that I carried with me out of the dream, yeah, and you don't have any, was actually true. I was out of Digibyte for the first time in God knows how long. I've never sold all my Digibyte. I do a trade amount, a bag, and they're like, okay, I got this just in case. But then it jumped up to that 2.7 mark, and it was like 2.5, and I'm like, I'm taking my secondary and selling it because there was a huge profit. And then it went back down, and we did it again. But the second time, I was out waiting for the next one to hit to get back in, and that's the one. Or was it the third time? I don't even know. But I was out of the market, and I felt like, oh my God, they're telling me, Joe, don't you screw around right now. Get back in the market. So I looked at the price. Okay, it's close enough. I'm doing a buy order right now for a decent amount. And then I'll try to let a couple of smaller orders fill or that are lower. They didn't fill. A couple days would go by. Now we're stair-stepping higher. I finally got them to fill. But they did stair-step a little bit higher. So I had this play bag, so to speak, now with Digibyte. So what I'm saying is, if this target number, again, it's in my Patreon. That's not like I'm not making this up. If this number is hit in the relatively near future, maybe it's next month, whatever, to see where Digibyte was at the time when this came to me, and knowing it would be the second correct thing they gave me, like in a dream, dead on money numbers. This is the number. Oh, okay. Not just a chart looking green. No, here's the effing number, Joe. Oh, thanks. 2 in a row? That would be impossible. What if there's a third in a row and a fourth in a row? Because they want a bunch of us, my guides, to win. It's important right now because of what the hell the world's going to be dealing with as the deep state gets taken down. And they need people, good people, to have some effing money to help them during this turmoil. And maybe that's why they're kind of breaking the rules, so to speak. Oh, we normally don't want people to enrich themselves. And I'm not here to enrich myself. Hey, the woo-woo dude said, Joe, they want you to pay your house off. They're going to help you. Oh, and that RV? The Patriot bus? They told you not to get that one because you'd have been torn apart going through some of these freaking riot zones and then on the way to Mount Rushmore where they were doing it there. Yeah, I remember that. Good call, Spirit. They want you to have one now, Joe. It's time to get one. Of course, don't get a brand new one. Get a used one. And have it. They're telling me it would be a good idea to have one. Okay. Oh, and they'll give you a little extra through your crypto trades to make sure they pay for that. Make sure you get it paid for. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So it was cool to hear that. But again, this is early still for me, so I can't come out here and tell you, oh, trust in the JSNIP4 dream plan. I can't do that. I want to do that, and I hope I can do that as we get more confirmation. Because Woo Woo Dude said, Joe, you think things are nice on Patreon for you now? Wait till your numbers double. And I go, well, I do have some limits on my numbers, on the 2 tiers. He goes, yeah, they're telling me to just take that off. I know you don't want jabroni, get-rich-quick people coming over. That's all the only reason I ever came to, I get it. He goes, but Joe, those people will blow their money because that's who they are. They'll F up on something, and it'll be their own fault, and that's it. Who cares if they made a couple bucks anyways? In the meantime, there's plenty of people who do need the information who will get it. Don't worry about this. Undo your limits or make them higher, whatever, and just let it flow. I'm like, okay, all right. How do I deny a guy like that who's been telling me stuff for 3-4 months now with unbelievable accuracy and about myself too? Spiritually awakened. Joe, you won't even know yourself in 3 months from where you are now, spiritually and the psychic stuff that's going to happen to you. Well, I'm having dreams almost every night that appear to be prophetic. I had another one last night I haven't even told you about. And it had to do with Bill Gates being taken down by a raging mob of people that just found out all the babies they were supposedly in a third world country, black population, so it could be Haiti, it could have been Africa, I'm not sure. They found out oh, we were always told that these babies were being adopted by, wealthy Americans and Europeans, and they're going to have a good life. And we just found out what was really happening with them. And we want blood. Any American in our country right now, you better run for your life. And I'm in that dream going, oh my God. And we're like, me and Bill Gates are in like the consulate. And I'm like, I'm getting out of here. They're going to come, they'll kill everybody. And I came there to help the people regarding the trafficking matter somehow. I don't remember what my mission was. And I didn't care about Bill Gates, but he was with me, like in the same room as me anyways. And he's like, oh no, we'll stay here. We'll be safe here. I'm like, no, I'm out. I'd rather run down the street and hide somewhere. And they got to Bill Gates. They got to the consulate, and it wasn't pretty. And I ran off into the rural part of town and climbed up this big, beautiful tree and just hid and got my thoughts. Well, I got to get to the airport. I got to get out of here. How am I going to get out of here? And I made it to the airport. And I got on a plane. And as we're flying off and on our way to America, the pilot, we got to land. We got to have an emergency landing. The government wants us to land. I was like, oh my God, oh no. So then they're like patting down, searching all of us off the plane right on the one runway. And I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt, and they see me walking up to get patted down, and they're like, well, you're hardly wearing anything. Go ahead, go back on the plane. So I turn around. But I got the sense of knowing and these were military people doing this from that, whatever country that was. They made it land first, again, before it could take back off. And then I got the knowing of, oh, they're searching for any little kids. They will confiscate, if you will, the kids. And at first, I just thought to myself after I woke up, wow, are they still trafficking? Like the corrupt government? Maybe they're trafficking. And then I thought afterwards, no, you got that wrong. No. Because they're going to have to face their people over this, are trying to look good right now in front of their people because the people are pissed. So the government and military are going to tell everybody, well, we're stopping all flights out of our airports, double checking for our citizens' children, if you will, even if they were newly adopted, basically. No. Stop, give the kid back. No, sir. And that's what they were doing. Okay, this plane is clean. You can take off and go home. That was what I got afterwards. Like, oh, I think that resonates way more than what I initially thought. I was like, okay, got it. So that was a dream I just had last night. I've never in my life had dreams like this. And Woo Woo Dude had told me, get ready. Because, he's like, this is still low level. Like, they're not done with you, Joe. It's going to ramp up. And I'm like, how cool is that? So, anyway, I really, really hope I could be literally the only person, maybe can you think about this? In the effing world, psychic realm, if you will, getting dreams of the exact numbers a crypto is going to, and then it happens. 1 in a row, 2 in a row, 3 in a row, right? We're not third one yet. I'm at the second one. Because the second one is a big one, and I'm waiting on that. However, I got a secondary kind of, trade in this channel while it runs up to that price. Oh, okay. And that's working great right now. Although, it has just peaked just a minute ago. Again, is now peaked up to Digibyte to 16.5%. I told you it was 15 a minute ago, but now it's back down again to 13.9%, whatever. So I'm waiting for that to come down. The channel may have to change a little bit. I told him on Patreon, if this thing starts doing a slightly, tilt the channel up, which would be good, because that means it's going to get to that price target I got the dream of faster, maybe. We still want to trade in between there, though, so we need to look at that, And I said I'll have to redraw it, and if I have to redraw it, I'll just update the post or whatever, or do a new post. Say, hey, here's the new channel. But it would be wonderful if that happens. And I'm going to say, oh my God, they gave me the price. I put it out there way in advance, and then every time they gave me a number, it happened. And I'm going to realize some of the most best, whatever, psychics out there, including friends of mine, were not given numbers of, this is going to be happening within days or a week or whatever. And then it happened every time they got the number. That I don't know anybody that's done that. I'm not here to tell you that I know I'll be doing that. I only have a second one to work with right now. But I just feel so confident like it's going to happen because of what they've showed me. I'm just like, gosh. I think it's going to happen. So let's roll. Take care.